Something's happening. Okay, amazing. Hi, guys. It's so good to see everyone today. So this network, it's amazing to watch this group grow. It's fantastic. It's growing every single day. We see beautiful connections being made and relationships being formed and referrals happening between you guys. It's so amazing to look at all of the areas of expertise and specialty that you bring into the natural health world and field of work. And it's so nice to see you guys complementing each other and having these amazing, enriching conversations, and then going off and having private conversations and hopefully collaborating and working together. I can tell you from my experience because Gabby and I, got together about 6 years ago and collaborated in our work together. And it's been the most fantastic thing. So we are huge fans of collaboration and referring to one another and sharing the workload. Together we're super busy, both of us on our own are extremely busy. We both have mountains of tasks to do. So I can't even imagine, doing all of that by myself. So it's been such a blessing to partner up with someone and collaborate. So if you can, if you guys can find amazing collaborative partners in this group that you jive with, that you could see yourself building a business with, that you could share the workload with, and if it's not that, if it's not building a business with someone, at least perhaps someone that you can create a referral network with so that you can constantly refer clients to each other. If you're dealing with complementary health issues that you don't address, perhaps the other person does address. So I highly suggest forming connections like this. So why did I come on here today? We are having incredible conversations with so many clients that are potential clients very interested in our product and services. And I understood that some people are getting on 2 calls with us. So we offer a free strategy audit call, which is a really valuable call, whether or not you sign up with us or not. It is such an eye-opening call. You get so much from it. You understand, where your blockages are, what's not working for you in your business, and how to actually make things work. And you leave the call with a solid roadmap for future action taking. And so, I really are actually booking a call with Gabby. So they'll have like a 1 hour call with Gabby, and then they'll book in a call with me. So we're having like 2 hour calls. And I understand that, people need clarification before they dive into something. Totally understandable. They want to see the back end, they want to understand what it does. And so I thought, in order to avoid any confusion or answer questions that people might have about what is bridging the gap, what is the purpose, what is the academy, what is the tech platform, I thought I would jump on and just show you guys and tell you guys what it is. So the reason Gabby and I started this business, Bridging the Gap, is because we understood that as health practitioners, we're not really taught how to run a business. We're not taught how to run an online business, that's for sure. And we're not taught how to make this health practice career into an actual career and have consistent income and generate consistent clients and attract people into our worlds. So this is not something that we are taught. I'm just going to take out these headphones. They're quite horrible. And so what we came to realize is that once, health practitioners graduate, or even if they're seasoned practitioners and they've been practicing for 15, 20 years, everyone's kind of in the same boat when it comes to business building, because being in the online space is a completely different ballgame than building a brick and mortar business. And you really need to know the ins and outs of what it takes to be online, because visibility is different. You're not meeting people in person and networking in person, you're networking online. So you need to understand where to hang out, where to spend your time, how to spend your efforts, where to drive traffic to. And this is why we understood that health practitioners were kind of lost when they got out of school. Gabby she's a lecturer at the College of Naturopathic Medicine. She was having so many students come up to her and ask her about our IBS course that we built and the huge community that we built online and how we did this, and how all of these parts are connected and how is it possible to build a business like this. So she understood that there was really a huge gap. That's why it's called Bridging the Gap. And there was a huge need for health practitioners to have this kind of business training and mindset training and marketing training and sales training, because it wasn't given in schools.
And so we built Bridging the Gap as a 3-part system. The first part is the academy, the second part is the tech platform, and the third part is the Done For You health courses. So to me, the best way to show this to you is to turn my screen around and show you what I'm actually talking about. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, I hope you guys can see my second desktop here. So as I mentioned, Bridging the Gap is a 3-part business. Whatever you see here is potentially what your pages can look like. It's completely customizable. You can pop in your own colors with a click of a button. You can, overwrite the whole website with your brand colors. You can pop in your own fonts and your own images, of course. So it's a full, complete business-in-the-box solution specifically designed for health practitioners. Everything has been customized and, created for the health practitioner in mind. Starting with the academy is a full school. It's a full mini university that could take place over the course of 1 year. We have clients doing it in 6 months. It depends how fast or slow you want to go through it. This is basically the A to Z business training. We're very detail oriented. We're very much perfectionist people. So we have included all of the details that you need in order to actually get things done. So our entire business is very actionable. There's no fluff. There's no theory. It's really, what you need to know, why it's important, how to do it, and let's go actually implement and do it in the tech platform. So when it comes to the academy, what we're going to be doing is helping you hone in, get focused, laser focused, understand what it is that you want to do, what your business goals are, what is the offer that you want to put out into the world, and finally get things done. What is the health problem that you want to help people solve? Who do you want to help to solve this problem? Who is it that you want to help? And how you can actually put solutions into a streamlined system. So first, we lay the foundations. We help you, hone in, choose your niche, your ideal client, your target audience, how to set yourself up for success, how to actually go out there, do the market research, understand what your clients are complaining about, understand what words they're using, and do a full deep market research onto what it is that your clients actually need, how the problem is affecting their lives and bothering them, how to develop your program. So this is really important because most people will just go over and graduate from school, let's say, and throw up a random website without even honing in on the foundations of their business. So they have to redo the work again. And this is the same for developing your program. So here we teach you how to streamline your business and put an actual course together with modules and lessons, with a course promise, with course, extracurricular materials that they can use to actually take action and get things done. And we help you really, really strategically lay out your course content and only give your clients what they need and actually in order to actually succeed and get results. And so what's beautiful about this is that it's very actionable because once you develop your program content, you go right into the tech platform and you actually plug your content into the course and membership area. So this is why we promise to our clients that you can get your business built up and running very quickly. If you go through the academy and the tech platform, they go hand in hand. You're learning, you're working on it, and then you're implementing in the tech platform. So everything can happen so quickly. That's why we're so proud of our clients. We're seeing businesses being built in really a short amount of time. Whereas if you're trying to do it yourself and trying to figure it all out by yourself, trust me, there are wrong strategies, there are wrong ways to do things, and it's going to take you a hell of a lot of years. Yes, I say years. This is going to fast track your entire process. In Module 4, we look at setting up your program within the platform. Module 4 is a bit of tech instruction. What this allows you to do is become empowered with your website, with your tech assets, with your funnels. So even if down the road you realize you don't really want to do it by yourself, you want to outsource it, that's fine. But at least you're empowered to know how to do it yourself. I have so many prospects that I speak to that have had their websites built by who knows who, all of these WordPress websites, they don't even have the login. They don't even have access to their own websites. If something needs to change, if they need to update something, change a date, change their target audience and, put different language in there, they have no way to access their own website. I see this every single day, guys. You need to have a grasp on your assets. This is your business we're talking about, right? So when we're talking about module 5, we go through money manifesting, so important. We go through mindset work, fear, imposter syndrome, all of the mindset blocks that come up specifically for health practitioners. I don't know enough. How am I going to help people? How am I going to get people results? I can't promise anyone that. All of that stuff, we go through it. We want to clear those mindset blocks before we start to build. Then we beta test. This is so important. You need to actually test your program to see if it's a viable program, to see if you'll have sales for it. Are people interested in what you have to offer? Can it actually get people results? If not, we refine and tweak until the program is perfect. And it's a constant evolution. Your program is not going to be perfect on the first iteration. It's a constantly evolving program, because you're going to get feedback from clients who go through it, and that's okay. It's really perfect that way, because then you have a program that's even better because you've actually had feedback from your ideal client. We teach you how to deliver your program. We teach you how to run a proper launch with your launch emails and your launch template. Very, very specific way to launch and create excitement around the revealing of your program. We teach you how to run a 3 or 5 day challenge. We teach you how to write your webinar, your masterclass. This is so important. This is something that you could constantly be delivering 3-4 times a month and driving so much traffic into your funnels. Not only do we teach you in the academy how to write out your masterclass, the psychology of why it's important to write out your masterclass, but we also give you a templated slide deck with all of the prompts that you need to say on each slide. All you have to do is customize it. So we've made it very easy for you by giving you the templates for everything you need. Once you have that slide deck written out and you've perfected your webinar presentation with your script, we give you the webinar registration page and the webinar thank you page, so people can actually opt in to watch your webinar. They can get a thank you page, and you can direct them to wherever it is that you want to run your webinar. Could be an evergreen webinar, a pre-recorded one. I suggest doing it live at the beginning many, many times to really, hone in on your ability to present this webinar really nicely. Either you're sending them to Zoom in a closed Zoom room and inviting them into your presentation, or you're delivering your presentation on Facebook. So many different ways to do this, but you have all of the tools and you can get this done really quickly. Your signature webinar is so important. We teach you how to run a 3 or 5 day challenge. So for us in IBS, we had a 3-day IBS rescue challenge, the SOS challenge for flare-ups. And it really helped people understand how they could start to get their symptoms, tamed in order to help manage their IBS and their digestive struggle. Another one we did was a Ditch the Bloat challenge. It was a 3-day challenge helping people to reduce bloating. And they loved it because everyone's bloated, and they absolutely loved it. So you consume content over the course of 3 days, and it's like a party. It's really exciting in there, and they enjoy and they get value from it. And then we invite them into a sales call, telling them that, we just solved part of the problem here, but IBS is a much larger problem. So let's jump on a call and see how we can actually help you with the rest of your health condition more globally, more holistically. This is a great module 8, how to actually have a sales call, how to conduct a sales call, how to invite people into your sales call with an outreach script that's going to make them want to get on a sales call with you. Once you're on with a client, what's the mindset you have to go into the sales call with? We teach you all of this, how to go in with the right mindset, an abundance mindset, a grateful mindset, as opposed to a scarce mindset, or only, wanting to make a sale. That's the wrong mindset. And it's going to affect the outcome of your sales call or discovery call, whatever you want to call it, strategy call. How to actually conduct your sales call with a proper script that's going to get people to want to take action with you at the end. How to bust through objections. I have an entire presentation on there. We were having a conversation this morning in the group about, objections that our clients have. So every single objection that you could possibly think of, I show you how to bust through those objections. How to follow up after a sales call if the prospect says no. How to, help them understand how this is going to benefit them. So it's really a valuable training, because if you're in business online, you need to be making sales every single day. You need to be getting on sales calls every single day and presenting your offer. Otherwise, how will anybody ever know about you and what you have to offer in your services? how to market and sell your program. Huge, right? How to generate leads into your world, how to have the right marketing content that's going to engage your audience, how to grow an engaged Facebook group. All of this, we teach you every single thing you need to know. It really is so complete. How to evaluate, track, and monitor once you start earning and making sales, generating income from your program sales, how to actually track this, how to track your expenses, your outgoings, and your incomings, how to grow, automate, and delegate. So this is, when you reach this point, it's amazing how to actually outsource and have people help you. So for us, for example, we have an entire team behind us. We have an entire tech team in New York City. We have virtual assistants, we have graphic designers, copywriters as well. So we have an entire team behind us that's helping us with this whole mission and business. And we've gotten here because we've been able to grow and delegate and outsource and pay people salaries in order to help us grow. And then we have legal templates. And these have been already written out. So you don't have to hire a lawyer, you don't have to hire a copywriter, and you don't have to hire a graphic designer with this complete system. And legal templates are so important for you to have. You need to have liability insurance, guys. Please listen to this. You need to have liability insurance if you're a health practitioner practicing online. So if you don't have liability insurance, go get some today. Call your association and find out where you can purchase liability insurance. If you have a physical practice, you're going to need to insure your space. And if you have an online practice, you're going to need to insure your services, and they're going to look deeply into what kind of services. So for example, if you're a colonic hydrotherapist in person with a clinic, you're going to be paying a higher liability fee. If you're an online practitioner who deals with specific medical conditions, you're going to have liability insurance, and the prices will be determined by your insurance provider. Apart from that, make sure that you are covered with legal templates, that you're advising your clients to check with their medical practitioner before they start your program, that you're not responsible for the outcomes, that you are, so many different things you need to test. So we've had legal templates developed by a team of lawyers. What we do for you is we take those legal templates, we customize them with your name, your business name, all of your contact details, and we upload them into your tech platform. So you are well protected with your privacy policy, with your terms and conditions, all of these pages that you really need to have in place if you're going to run an online business. So as you could see, the Academy is very complete. You go through the modules. Our clients are just loving going through the modules and lessons and learning and building. And it's just so empowering. So this is the Academy. Now, the tech platform is the second part of our business. Excuse me today, guys, with my little cough. This is a complete SaaS. It's a software as a service. It's a complete business in the box solution, providing you with all of the tech assets that you will need in order to run your business. Every single tech asset besides a Zoom account to run your webinars, to have your groups come in. If you're running like private group sessions or weekly Q&A sessions, whatever it is, you're going to need a Zoom account. I highly advise a paid Zoom account. If you're running a professional business, you need to have the proper things. You can't have, free versions of whatever. You need to upgrade and treat your business with respect and have paid accounts where it really matters. Loom is another one. A paid account with Loom is definitely worth it. So this is an entire tech system. The reason we came up with this is because when we ran our business, we found ourselves with scattered pieces. We had one specific software for our funnels. We had a specific software for our emails and automations. We had a WordPress website with a specific plugin in order to turn it into a course and membership area where we can house our member protected paid content. We had a scheduling system. Everything was separate, and it caused us so many headaches. I can't even tell you how many hours of my life I have spent with these companies trying so desperately. I remember, one of them had offices in Australia, which was my morning time, their nighttime, and I would just book these meetings all the time. They knew me by name, and I was always having these meetings, just trying to figure out how to connect all these tech pieces, and using Zapier, and all of these tech connections would always break. And what happened was my clients were constantly going to download my lead magnet, but the links were broken. And that reflects on you. That looks unprofessional. If your links are always breaking, it looks like you don't really know what you're doing. On top of that, people don't really have the time and the patience to like wait for you. They're just going to go to the next person who has their stuff together, right? Who has their everything in order and their stuff works and flows. If you're constantly having mistakes and broken tech, they're not going to trust you. That's what happens. They lose trust in you. If your stuff doesn't look good, they're going to question, I'm not too sure. This person doesn't really know what they're doing. So you have to have stuff that looks good, that's functional. It can be very simple. It doesn't have to be so elaborate and fancy, but it has to work and it has to look clean and professional. So when it comes to the tech platform, what is it? We give you your full drag and drop templated pages. If you ever want to visit this page, you can always click learn more and turn it around and understand a little bit more about what each area is all about. So we have templated out all of the pages for the health practitioner in mind. So it is amazing. It allows you to just get on, log in and start building your website pages, building your funnel pages, building your course and membership area in such a quick time. This is going to fast track your time. It's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to save you a lot of headache because you're really prompted every step of the way on what to say, why you need to say it, why it's important. And you're going to be building up your copy, your sales copy, so that it makes sense to the ideal client. You're speaking to them. They feel understood. They feel like this is the next step they have to take. They have to work with you because you really understand what it is that they're going through. Of course, there's the course and membership area. Here you can have your online program. You can have one full program that you constantly direct traffic to. You can even have several sales funnels pointing to that program, but you can also have a membership area. So if you decide that you want to, for example, one of our clients right now is creating a homeopathy first aid kit for moms and their children and their school age children, which is so beautiful. So the first thing that came to mind is, why don't you have a membership area where you have different areas like homeopathy for fever, homeopathic remedies for bumps and bruises, homeopathic remedies for focus and concentration academically in school. And you have this membership area where your clients can log in, they pay a certain amount per month. Let's say they pay $97 a month, and you're constantly weekly just adding content into your membership area. And it becomes this full, robust back end area where you're constantly generating income for yourself every single month. Beautiful. Then you have a call and booking system, your scheduling system, which is really nice. It's built by way of a funnel. So let me show you what that actually looks like. And the reason I want to show you this one is because everything is built out very strategically. There are no distractions on this page. This is considered a marketing page. There's one action that you want your clients to do, which is book a call. You don't want them to be distracted with anything else. This video tells them, this is why you need to book a call. This is the importance of booking a call, and this is what you're going to get out of it. Once they decide they want to select who they want to work with, if you have a team, they can select the operator, choose their date and time, and then they're going to fill out their details. This is where you collect name, email address, phone number. This is huge, guys. You can call people later on if they haven't booked a call. If they didn't show up to their call, you can call them and say, hey, what's going on? I see that you need help with your business. Maybe you missed your call for a specific reason. Why don't we reschedule? And then you have the ability here to completely customize the qualifying questionnaire. So this is where you start to determine, who it is that you want to work with, who it is that you don't want to work with. And you can qualify them. Are they ready to make change? Are they making excuses for themselves? Or are they ready and want to make a change? You want to work with people who are ready to make a change. Can they afford your program? Are they going to be able to invest in your health program? Do they have other decision makers in their family that they have to consult first? Because that can be an obstacle as well. So these are things that you want to qualify before you actually get on a call with someone. And then they get the reminders to show up to their call. People need to be reminded about 7 times to show up to their call. I know that sounds crazy, but people need reminders. And 7 times is a bit much. We confirm our clients, I would say about twice, and it works because they get so much value from the call. People want to be on the call. So as you could see, this is the tech area. Then you have an online storefront. So you have a storefront, a full robust store where it connects with your Stripe account or with your PayPal account so you can collect and process payments. You can have physical products on here, or you can have digital products. Let's say you want to sell a recipe bundle for $47. You can have an anti-inflammatory recipe bundle. You can have exercise equipment that you want to sell. For example, if you want to sell massage balls, I don't know, anything. If you want to sell certain supplements, you can have an online storefront. You have your sales funnels, which is everything. You have your checkout and registration pages. You have a full blog section. You have your full website pages as well, podcast and emails and automations. So you don't have to go elsewhere for your emails and automations. Your CRM system is all included here. So you have all of your contacts together in one place, and you'll be able to communicate with them by way of your emails and automations. In your funnels, you'll be able to connect your lists in the back end and segment your list based on profiles of people who signed up, for your Beat the Bloat webinar, or people who signed up for your IBS Rescue Challenge. You're going to put these people into different buckets because you're going to have different types of communication with them. So this is the full robust tech platform. It is the best thing you could do for your business because it's all in one place. It's going to save you all of those tech headaches as opposed to having everything in different places. What I wanted to show you is the back end of the site because people want to see what this is. So you have your full website builder, your basic website pages. I suggest get them going, get them done, and don't spend too much time on them. But the templated aspect of this, the templated aspect of this helps you get it up and running really fast. So you don't need to mull over your website for years and years. It's not necessary. Just go in, write over the content, and get it going. Okay. So you have your builder, you have your website pages, you have your full store, you have your contact section. This is your very sophisticated, robust CRM system, which means that you can track your clients and you can see what they signed up for, what lead magnets they signed up for, what types of memberships they're part of. Are they part of your program? Are they part of your mini program? You could track and monitor exactly your client actions. You have your full appointment booking system. You have your emails and automations. And then you even have free video hosting. So we've included 1 terabyte of free video hosting. So you don't need to have your videos hosted on YouTube or have them hosted on Vimeo. And the benefit of that is that you're selling content, you're selling your videos. You don't want anyone to be able to access them, anyone and everyone, right? So you want to protect your content. And one thing we found to be a pain in the butt with having our videos on YouTube, which we had in the past, even if they were unlisted, people could share them, people could find them, and then it would play suggested videos at the end, and it would take people completely off course and outside of your course. So you don't want to get into that situation. That's why we thought it was important for us to include video hosting. Now, your website is also hosted on our platform. You don't need to pay $300-$400 of hosting services outside. It's completely hosted on Amazon Fast servers. Okay. So what do I mean by templated pages? So we teach you in the academy how to niche down, how to choose an area of focus, at least at the beginning, guys. I know there's so much resistance around this, but it's so important. So let your clients know what you do. All you have to do is come in here with the click of a button. You can completely change all of the colors across the entire website. So if your brand color is green, with the click of a button, we choose your specific shade of green and it changes everything. And you can have several colors, of course. If you don't like the fonts, you can change the fonts. If you don't, the images, of course, you're going to change all of the images. And we show you how to go to specific sites where you can get free images. And what you do is come in here, just like writing on a Word document. It's so empowering, especially if you're not tech savvy. This empowers you because it's so easy to just log into your site and change things around, change dates if you need to change the date of your webinar, and just write over the content. So double click, and I help menopausal women over 50 reduce weight and hot flashes so they can enjoy life again and enjoy their grandkids. Okay. In one sentence, let your clients know what you do. So once you have, you sit down with these prompts, it tells you exactly what to say, and everything's just going to come out so perfectly. And within no time, you'll have your website. This is not just a website, it's a marketing machine, actually. And it's meant to give you a business that's profitable and that's consistent and that's reliable and dependable. Here you have your lead magnet where you're collecting very important contact information. This connects in the back end to a specific list within your email on automation system, and it triggers an automation to go out. So you can have a sequence of 7 emails, which we give you in the academy. We give you the 7 emails that you're supposed to write after someone downloads your free piece of content, whether it be a video, whether it be a PDF, a checklist, a worksheet of some kind. And you start to communicate and build relationship with your audience. And you're going to describe your services, you're going to talk about yourself, a few testimonials, and you're always driving traffic to want to book a call with you, especially if you have a high ticket course. Like if you're selling a $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8,000 course, you want to get into a conversation with your ideal client and explain to them what it is that you have on offer. About Me page is pretty basic. The course page is pretty awesome. This is your sales page for your course. So insert the name of your course. Ours, for example, your IBS solution. Are you ready to stop relying on toilet stops, or are you ready to stop allowing your bowels to prevent you from traveling and instead enjoy your life? Okay. Oh, it's right here. So what you want to do, again, no matter what niche you're in, what health issue you've chosen, outline your niche and ideal client's pain point. What's their problematic pain point? What's getting in the way of their life? What's stopping them from being able to live their life? So you're just literally coming over here. You can duplicate these pages also if you have 2 courses on offer, and you can duplicate and you just write over the copy. Okay, pretty simple, very simple. You paint their dream state. You unveil your offer. You let them know the benefits and the results that they're going to get and the features of your program. It really is psychologically building up the argument of why they need to work with you, how it's going to benefit them, and how they're going to be able to live happy lives again. And at the end, there's a call to action to sign me up. This goes to a registration page where they can make payment right away. You have your client testimonials here. It's just very, very complete. You have your booking a call funnel and your contact section. What I want to show you, it's very robust, this platform. You could do so much with it. I want to show you the funnels. This is amazing. So we have thought of every single funnel that a practitioner could possibly need to run their businesses based on what we needed to run our IBS business. So you need a lead magnet. You need a lead magnet thank you page. And everything, again, is templated out. So I'm going to show you the example of our lead magnet. So we have a lead magnet. It's a dedicated page where we can send traffic to. So for new practitioners that are just getting their businesses online, we actually suggest not building your website right away. Just leave it behind. If you are needing to earn money right away and start networking right away, building your interested audience, giving talks, giving Facebook Lives, giving webinars or presentations in different groups, this is what you're going to want to have. It's the first thing you should build out. This is your lead magnet. You can drive all traffic. After they've watched your presentation, you could say, thanks so much for watching my presentation. I have this extra free workbook that I've created for you. It's really going to help you with so-and-so problem. And here's the link. And at least they don't say goodbye and you never see them forever after watching your presentation. They're going into your world and they're signing up and they're giving you their contact information in exchange for the free piece of content that you're going to give them. But then you can start communicating with them, building relationship, letting them know, creating a warmer audience, letting them know about your products and services and how they could benefit. So this is a great funnel. It's your lead magnet funnel. It is very important. This is the first part of the funnel. It's the opt-in page. Then they are, because it's by way of a funnel, they're automatically triggered and they land on the thank you page. This is where you say thank you and you can give them more steps to take. In this case, I had the presentation just laid out here, but they're also prompted in the first email to go to a specific page, which I'll show you, and watch the presentation. And then they're prompted to join my Facebook community so that I can form an even deeper relationship with them. And the ultimate presentation that we delivered specifically with ours is a 30-minute presentation on how to transition from the one-to-one client consultation model into a group model, or how to have a hybrid version of that, where you do have a modulated group content, course content curriculum for your clients to go through, but you are also meeting with them individually and having sessions, an intake session, a wrap-up session, and then a middle of the road session, for example. And this is great because they've gotten to know us by way of a video. They've gotten a little piece,
into the appointment.
a little bit of understanding about how we work, who we are, how we show up. that we're really authentic, that we are very helpful because we've given them a free, very valuable presentation. And then to deepen the experience, we've given them extra worksheets that they could work on in order to start laying out the foundations for their business. And then we also invite them to book a strategy call. So this is an example of a full lead magnet funnel. Okay. So it's very complete. As I said, there's the lead magnet funnel. There's the webinar funnel where they can register for the webinar and then they get a thank you. And then it gives them next steps about how they can attend the webinar. And then we invite them to, so, all of this, yes, it's tech, but it's the strategy and the thinking behind the tech that's the most important. And we guide you on all of this. So we really show you how to get it done. Okay. If you just follow the instructions, do the work, sit your butt down and, just go through it in a sequential order, get it done, build it out. You'll have an entire business built out in 6 months to a year. Very, very strategic, even less than that. We have lots of clients who are doing it much, much faster. Depends how fast you want to go. You have your book a call funnel, you have your full challenge funnel. So not only do we teach you in the academy how to run a challenge, what to include on days 1, 2, and 3 of your challenge, you have a challenge registration page. This is where they can register to attend your challenge. There's a thank you page telling them, next steps, where to go, where to get the content for their challenge. And then you have a summary content page. And then, of course, you have different levels of plans that they can sign up for. You can have a self-study option where they kind of go through the content on their own, or you can have a gold level where you provide more of your individual consultation time. There's a product sales funnel. There's a quiz funnel, which is very, very powerful. That could be a lead magnet. You give your ideal client a quiz to fill out, assessing their health symptoms, and then you give them ratings. And once they have the ratings, you can tell them, oh, I see you're having a really hard time in this area. How about we hop on a call together and discuss what we can do for you? Because they've self-assessed. So it's really powerful. And there's a waitlist funnel. So while you're actually creating your course and getting it done, they can be on a VIP waitlist and you can get them excited for when you're going to launch your actual program. So in a nutshell, that is, I didn't even show you the last thing, which is the Done For You health course, which is amazing. It's a health course that you can use called Supporting Clients Between Consultations. And you can actually use this as it is. You can purchase it today. It's built by way of a funnel and start running clients through your Done For You health course. You can customize it as you wish. And it gives your clients the foundations of what they need in order to get healthy, how to implement, how to grocery shop properly, how to meal plan for success. You get 75 full, beautiful recipes, the importance of good digestion, the importance of movement and exercise, the importance of, lifestyle suggestions that you give them, the importance of reducing stress, goal setting, how to stay motivated and accountable throughout your health journey, how to assess your own bodily symptoms, see what your body is actually communicating to you, how to hydrate properly, the things that you find yourself repeating over and over again in your sessions with your clients, in your one-to-one sessions. It's all laid out by way of a structured course. And once you have a structured course like this, you can charge high ticket for it. You can charge, $3,000. You can charge $4,000, $5,000. You can charge high ticket because of the value that you provide. And it's completely customizable. So if you decide, we have one of our clients who deals with helping her clients bust through sugar addiction. So she is using our Done For You course, fully customizing it to address imbalanced blood sugar levels, how to eat for sugar balance, the implications of stress on your cravings, all of this stuff. She is completely customizing it and using it. So it creates the structure and the foundation for your course, which is really, really helpful, especially when you want to get your business up and running very quickly. And of course, we teach you how to build out your offer, which is really important, your marketing, your messaging, how to craft all of your messaging, how you show up in the world, confident, public speaking skills. I mean, everything you can imagine, lead generation, how to get people to buy your program, what type of content to put out there on social media. So as you can see, Bridging the Gap is a complete business in the box solution. If you are a health practitioner and you want to get your business up and running fast, and if you want it to be profitable, because we all know that working one-to-one, there's a cap on how much you could earn seeing clients one-to-one, not to mention your energy, how much energy it takes to see 6 clients in a day. It's pretty exhausting. So if you find yourself repeating the same thing over and over again, we help you streamline all of this content and put it into a beautiful framework where it's in service to you as a practitioner, because you're going to be able to really focus on what it is that you do best, which is showing up for your clients, doing like group sessions. It just frees up your mind and your time and your energy in such an amazing way so that you can be a really much more effective practitioner, not just fiddling with tech all day or fiddling with strategy. We give you the strategy, we give you the tech, just follow it. And then your energy will be freed up to actually be present for your clients and to work as a master in your craft, because that's what you are, right? You're passionate about your area of health and wellness. You should be doing that. You shouldn't be doing all of the fiddling. And then it also allows your clients to get the best of you, because it's not in service to our clients to see them one-to-one and not have enough time to impart to them everything that they need to know in order to get the results, in order to get better. So once you have, the sessions with the clients where it's like a little bit more customization, but then they're also going through modulated content to learn how to eat better, how to think better, how to de-stress, how to incorporate, more positivity into their lives. They have a place to go for that. And they're going to be so much more enriched, and it's going to increase their chances of staying accountable, staying motivated, and getting and achieving results. Because ultimately, you want your clients achieving results, right? And doing well with your program and telling their friends about it. And this is how your business grows, guys. Once you have all of these structures in place, this allows your business to grow and flourish and thrive and have just the best business around and stand out from the crowd because of the unique framework and methodology that you offer that nobody else offers it like you. So you can say it's a crowded marketplace. Yeah, for sure. Everyone's getting online now. It's the place to be. But how can you differentiate yourself? We teach you how to create your unique selling proposition within the academy, how to stand out from the crowd, and how to have this amazing business. So what I'm going to do now is just switch on my phone. I don't know who's watching. I don't know who's going to be watching the replay or the presentation as it stands. But what I want to do is just go on and see if there are any questions that came up. Any questions, concerns? Let's have a look. Okay, no questions, no comments. If you guys have any questions later on, you can always pop them down below this video presentation. And I'm so glad to answer any questions that you have. If you're interested on jumping on an amazing, valuable business strategy audit call with either Gabby or myself, you will not be sorry. It's a free call. It's about 45 minutes, and it gives you so much insight onto what you might not be doing in order to have a profitable and sustainable business, and what you can do properly in order to move forward and be successful. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, guys. Have an amazing day, and I appreciate all of those who attended or watched the replay. See you later, guys. Bye.